G'day everyone. I didn't think I was coming back today. I actually felt I was going to take a reprieve, and I did. I went for a walk this morning. A bit of rain out in the park, a bit further away from where I live, and got a bit of perspective and gained some clarity around things today. I come to you great love and compassion and blessings and peace for you all. Hey Eva, how are you? It's in my greatest clarity of taking a step back and looking within that I gain my further clarity on things. And I certainly did that this morning. So my higher self prodded me on the way home from my little drive out to the park today and say, you got to do this. I said, what is it? Well, there's no one to blame. No one to blame for anything. Okay? I want to share this with you guys because this is so powerful and so empowering and so beautiful in regards to the whole concept of what we're working through as we're all evolving through each intricate experience that we have in this world, okay? And I want to share with you, basically, that we come here to experience this world. We signed up for every single fucking experience here before we came down. We signed the paper, energetic paper, whatever you want to call it, story, whatever. This is what each individual is going to go through. This is what you're going to go through, Saraf, when you come down. This is what you're going to go through when you come down, when you go down there. Robin or Bob or whoever, okay? Now, I know this is difficult for a lot of people out there, which is why I put up the trigger alert, because some of you may be triggered by what I'm about to say today. And that's okay. All right? That's perfectly okay. If you're triggered, walk away. That's all right. And so what I want to share with you today is that there's no one to blame for our experiences. There's no one to blame for what we go through. In the divine remembrance, we signed up for every single intricate experience that we have gone through. From our childhood right through to now as adults in this physical spacesuit, spaceship, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Avatar, whatever. I know a lot of people may not agree with me, and that's okay. But the truth for me within myself personally, this is only my truth, is that we signed up for all of these experiences, good, bad, different, whatever the case. Doesn't matter. They're all for our learning. So I've picked myself up personally in the last few days as I've projected blame out at a certain couple of people, which I'm not going to berate myself over either, because it's me just purging out what no longer serves me. Okay? There's no one to blame for what you are going through, family of light. If I could share with you this truth, and this is just my truth, it doesn't have to sit with you at all. If you don't want to acknowledge that, that's fine. I'm just sharing what I know to be true, and a lot of you may resonate with this and a lot of you may not. But there's no one to blame. We can blame external sources, we can blame our children, we can blame our parents, and we can blame our friends and our family, and we can blame our peers as children and for all the crap they've gone through. Blame, 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 blame. You can be the victim of circumstance, if you wish. I was blamed so many times over the years, it's not even freaking funny. Hey Jessica, how are you? Yeah, absolutely, sister. I've slipped into that myself, actually. I slipped into the blame game and I was being a victim. Okay? Yeah, exactly. That's right, sister. Totally, I get it. And I'm right there with you. All right? Yes. We are triggered to heal through this. Thank you for sharing, Jessica. I'm in deep gratitude of that. Thank you so much, sister. That's my daughter's name, Jessica, so there you go. So when we blame external sources, external everything, we're actually being a victim. When we blame external circumstances, we are being a victim. Now, a lot of people may not agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. My heart goes out to you, sister. It really does, truly. My heart goes out to you, okay? Truly. I have much compassion for you because that's what I've been working through the last couple of days myself, okay? As a child, I was blamed for everything. Everything. I was blamed constantly. I was berated and I was put down. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Why can't you be like this? Why can't you be like that? La, 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 la. It goes on and on and on. And this is a program and a pattern that we're wired into. And it's a deep-seated program and pattern, okay, family of life, whoever watches this. And it's not an easy program to unravel, trust me. In the current energies that we're moving through right now, it's damn right challenging and it's downright deep. Deep core shit. Right? And even when we get into unions with other people, relationships, what do you want to call them? Doesn't matter, okay? If we haven't cleared that program of blaming, we blame the other person. Oh, it's all your fault. You did this. It's all your fault. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong at all. Why am I copping this crap? That's being a victim. That's not taking ownership and responsibility for yourself in why you're reacting in the first place. Now, hands up. I'll take responsibility and ownership. I've blamed over the last 7 years. I've blamed people my whole life. And I blamed in the last 7 years, and I blamed in the last 12 months. And it just recently came up again for me that I found myself throwing out there energetically, blame. Blame, blame, blame. No. No, family and light. We're powerful sentient beings here, and when we stand in our own power and we take our power back and we set boundaries, well, this is not acceptable behaviour, so I won't accept that in my life. And you look at the trigger too. You say, okay, so why am I blaming? What's going on for me? Why have I been triggered? Why am I so pissed off and angry or sad or whatever the case? What's going on within me? And you'll find most of the time it goes back to childhood wounds, as Jessica was just saying. And thank you for sharing that again, once again, sister. I'm really grateful for you. That's truly authentic and transparent and vulnerable. Thank you. This is an ensuing thing. We're all a work in progress, everyone. We're all shifting. We're all evolving, okay? But this is why I bring this wisdom to you. This is why I share this with you of what I've learned, what I'm learning through, because even I'm shifting that. As I recognize that within myself and see that for what it is, I'm shifting it. I'm taking responsibility and ownership for myself of what I'm clearing. Now, I'm not sure exactly of the deepest core wound or trigger that's going on for me with that, but I know it relates to one specific person. Hey, Shannon, how are you, sister? Good to see you. And that's okay. Because truly, at the end of the day, everything that has happened to me has been for my learning. Ask yourself, family of light, what is it teaching you? What is that experience teaching you? And what are you learning about yourself when you go through that experience? What are you seeing within yourself? Ask yourself the question, instead of blaming and putting the victim mode, oh, I'm the victim here, stand back, be the observer. Thank you, Shannon. I love you too, sister. Right back at you with all my heart and soul. Instead of blaming and being the victim, okay, family, ask yourself the question, what is this teaching me about me? What am I learning from about me with this experience? Ask yourself the question. challenge yourself today to ask yourself the question. People get triggered by me. Absolutely, they freaking do. And I still have, triggers I'm working through to some lesser degree at the moment. Hey, Keith, how are you, brother? Good to see you. When we step back and become the observer and we surrender to ourselves of what is it teaching us? I'm going to say it again. What is that experience teaching us? What are we learning from that experience? What is it showing about us that we need to work through or clear through? I was blamed constantly for varying things over the last 7 years. I blamed a lot in my whole life. But when I stood back and became the observer, in the last 3 years have been my most pivotal growth here, and I'm still growing and evolving through every other experience I'm having, guys. I want to share that with you right now. We can be teachers, but you know what? We're still working through shit ourselves. We haven't got our shit together. None of us do. But being vulnerable and transparent and sharing that out there with the world, that's a gift. Because then people can see, shit, I'm not the only one going through this. Holy crap. There's other people who are going through this stuff to a lesser degree or a larger degree, depends. But it's unraveling that program, that conditioning, that pattern from your childhood or eons gone by, past lives, whatever the case, it doesn't matter. Okay? To release that and see that conditioning, that program that is running around up here like a rampant little rat on a bloody hamster wheel, right? Yeah, exactly, Shannon. So it comes back to living in the now family of light, living in the present moment, being the observer. I've stated so many times that I've done myself, and I had keys drop in this morning when I woke up out of bed, and then I had my higher self drop that one in on the way home from when I went out for a brief walk this morning, a bit of fresh air. There is no one to blame in this world. We cannot blame anyone. We've created this family of light. We've created this experience. We have created this experience for us, for our growth back to God within us, within our power, and reclaim our power and our sovereignty within us. We can sit there and blame the world for everything. The government's blah, 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 okay? But when do we step back and reclaim our power and say, hang on a minute, I'm a free being here. I ain't taking that shit. I'm not going to blame them, but I'm going to stand up for my rights as a free sovereign being here. This isn't the way it's meant to be. I don't want this. And you project out love for yourself and for those who seek to deceive. Right? Not an easy task, guys. Trust me, I've been through the ringer in 3 years. And I'm still going through it to a lesser degree even now, as I'm still learning through this. Okay? And I'll be bare but raw with you. I'm still learning, but every time I learn something about myself, I'll share it with you. Because that's who I am, transparent and honest and stand in my integrity. And I'm vulnerable and authentic with you. Anyone who says they've got their shit together, they're freaking joking. They're kidding themselves and they're kidding you. With all due respects and non-judgment against that, but anyone who says they've got their shit together, then that's crazy. Because none of us do. None of us. Not even me. Not even yours truly. Hey Anna, how are you, sister? Not even yours truly have got my shit together completely. And I've done a whole lot of freaking work on myself over the last 7 years. Seriously. But when we step back and become the observer, why am I blaming this person? What have they done to me? They're just showing me parts of myself that I need to be healing. Why am I being a victim? What part of this, what is life teaching me about myself? What's the teachable moment out of that experience? And what am I learning from this experience about myself? We can all do a much better job of standing back, like Shannon said, and become the observer of ourselves. Why are we triggered? Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, it was, Jessica. It was initiated 7 years ago. I was actually brought into full of a full purge of myself and seeing all my shadow aspects quite deeply, and I'm still seeing bits and pieces as we go through this journey. We all are. No, that's right, Shannon. Like I said, no one on this planet has got their shit together. Seriously. None of us. But when we teach, we learn about ourselves even through our teaching of others as well. And through our experiences and the triggers that we have from others as well, we learn about ourselves. Oh, you're welcome, Jessica. You're welcome, sister. And I ask any of you, please, I ask you to share this video around as well, please, because the more people gain the clarity around these programs and their patterns and conditioning, if they're getting triggered or whatever the case, and I ask that this video be shared, please, at your own free will, all right? Because I want as many people to see where they can unravel the triggers and the conditioning that they need to see for themselves if they wish to. Now, I'm not going to... I do my best every day not to blame, but I got pulled up on it in the last couple of days, and I've seen it. I've seen it. I take responsibility for that. And I've directed that back in within myself again into my own heart. And so, okay, so why am I doing this? What? It's an experience that I've gone through for my own learning. So I can unravel that program even on a deeper core level of learning. And life is teaching me. It's like, what are you blaming for? You came down and signed up for this shit. Well, yeah, I did sign up for this. I don't like it at times, but I signed up for it. So you have to take responsibility, everyone, for yourself. Because as adults, we're responsible for the healing of ourselves. And every time we shift the collective. Every time I shift the collective. Because energy speaks louder than words. I mean, I could be planting seeds for anyone who watches this live today, and I hope that's the case. Now, the other thing too I want to talk to you about too, family light, is very, very important, okay? When we get into blame, especially in a relationship, we blame the other person because they're not changing, they're not growing. Now, when you blame a person in a union or relationship, you're actually, once again, you're saying to them, you are expecting them to be a certain way. You're expecting them to change their behavior, trying to get them to change to be something that they may never be. We're not here to change anybody. We're here to plant the seeds, guys. We're not here to save anybody. We're just here to plant the wisdom in the seeds. That's it. Now, this has been a very powerful learning for me in the last few days. Very powerful. And I'm very, very grateful for the experience that I've gone through in the last few days myself personally, because it's shown me bits of myself that I need to clear out even further. And that's a fucking blessing. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, exactly. Anna, that's right. Each time we get triggered, as Anna said, we can feel it in our body physically. And this is where, yeah, exactly. Right? And we grow through those triggers, family of light. We grow if we choose to see the deeper core wounds. Now, a lot of you working through father issues and mother issues, like Jessica was just saying before, and other issues or patterns or conditioning, I'm going to call it actually. And I have great compassion for all of you going through there, because even I'm there working through intricate layers myself, like I said, I've seen a few days, last couple of days. Yeah, union, blame, and attempting to change someone. Yes. Thank you, Jessica. Well, you were meant to tune in today, sister. You meant to tune in. Everything, you're always guided. Okay, guys, always. Yeah, exactly. Whatever, take what you want out of this, okay, family of light, because not everything may resonate with you, and that's okay. I'm not here to change anybody. I'm just here to plant seeds of what I'm learning through myself right now. Hey, how are you, Jolie? I see you there, sister. So I wanted to share this with you guys. No one is to blame. No one is to blame for your circumstances. You have drawn this to you for your learning, for your teaching, for you to grow and evolve back into the powerful sentient being that you are. Because remember, you came here to sign up for every single thing. Good, bad, and different, as I just said before. We all did. Even yours truly. Yes, I did. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Much love to you. So when we stop the blaming of others, external circumstances, and we sit within ourselves, and once again, I'm going to repeat this again. I know I sound like a broken record. What is that experience teaching you about you? What are you learning from that experience about you? It's always about returning back within. Always about returning back within. This is what I did today, and this is what I've done today, and this is why I said to you before, I've seen intricate layers this morning. I spoke to Jolene this morning on video call about that, and we discussed in length about that with Jolene. Yeah, exactly. Right? When we stop blaming, right, we are protecting everyone's energy, but we're also protecting ourselves, and we're not taking on everybody else's energy either. We're not drawing that into us, but we're reclaiming our power and our sovereignty. Yes, exactly. That's right, Jolene. Thank you. If you want to be treated with respect, treat them with respect. It doesn't matter whether they treat you with respect or not. It's beside the point. Honor them, regardless of what they're moving through, because we don't know another person's journey until we actually know ourselves. And within knowing ourselves, that we then understand and relate to the other people and say, oh my God, this is what they're possibly going through. Yeah, without being a punching bag. Exactly, that's right, Jolene. We're not here to be punching bags, guys. We're not here to be abused and used and treated, disrespected poorly. This is why I stand in my power today, as I've been away from my walk this morning and I found my power and my mask again. It's like, oh! I won't be disrespected. I won't be treated poorly by anyone. I've learned that lesson quite harshly over the last 7 years, myself personally. And neither will my children, I might add as well. I will not allow my children to be used as punching bags or emotional punching bags or whatever the case, right? I ask for respect. If I don't get it, I walk away. Everything's within. That's right, Anna. Absolutely. All the answers are within you guys. All I'm doing is planting the seeds and helping you to awaken to that truth, if this is what you're doing. And I can tell you right now, every single person on this planet blames. Every single person on this planet blames to some degree. Large or small, it doesn't matter. We all do it. And like I said, I picked myself up on doing it this morning, just over the last few days. So I've turned within and I saw what I saw, remembering that I signed up for every experience that I've gone through. Everything. Even the last 7 years, even the last 3 years. No, that's right. Be kind, do no harm, but don't take any shit. Thank you, Shannon. Absolutely. It's not an easy program, no matter, guys, but seriously, if you sit back in yourself and take solace within yourself and actually be the observer of yourself and be honest. Thank you, Jolene. I thank you. I'm humbled by the experiences I've been through, and I am. Thank you, Jolene. That means a lot to me, sister. Thank you. Sit back, if you dare, and be the observer of your thoughts and be the observer of what you are doing out there, what you're doing to others, right? We don't know what other people are battling, so it's about having compassion for yourself as much as it is for those others who are struggling, right? Set boundaries. Thank you, Anna. Yes, set boundaries for yourself. All right, stand up for yourself and say, I ain't going to take this shit. I'm asking for respect from you. If you can't give that to me, then watch me walk. I'll love you from a distance instead. And that's okay. Because you're not judging them, but you're understanding, have compassion for them. Doesn't mean you're going to put yourself in that place of being a punching bag for anyone else. And I refuse to be a punching bag for anyone anymore. And on a side note, guys, I must say to you, one of my greatest gifts and the biggest gifts I've been given is even that my own daughter, my oldest daughter, the one who just got married on the weekend, oh my God, she threw back at me all the wisdom I've thrown at her over the years. My own children are my greatest teacher. Have shown me where I can improve myself, even though they're improving themselves as well, right? Yeah, exactly. That's right, John. And when you respect yourself, you are respecting others. If you are not respecting yourself, you are not going to respect others. You're going to treat them like a piece of crap. And that's bare but honest. I'm not judging it because I've done that in my life. I never respected myself, so I never respected anyone else. I disrespected other people in the past because I wasn't respecting myself. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you. So I wanted to share that with you this morning, okay, family life. It's very important when we step back and stop blaming the external world for our dramas, because we're the creationary beings here. We're the ones who are creating our world. What do you want to create from? Do you want to create from a place of love and peace and harmony within yourself and saying, yep, okay, the world is as it is. I accept it and I move through it with grace and ease. But you also create from a heartfelt place of love and say, well, this is what I want to create in my life. I want respect, I want honor, I want integrity, I want honesty, I want, and there's nothing wrong with that because we want those for ourselves, because when we give that back to ourselves, we are going to get that back from the universe, because we'll say, yeah, okay, you got that for yourself, Seraph, no worries, we're going to give it to you. You got that for yourself, John or Shannon or whoever's watching this video today? Awesome. We're going to give that to you now because you respect yourself. You honor yourself. You're standing in transparency. You're standing in vulnerability and integrity. We're going to give that to you now because you've given that back to yourself. Everything you project out there is what the universe is going to give back to you. So you can't blame the universe or the world for not giving you what you want if you are chasing something. If you're chasing money, whoa, watch how fast money will elude you. The same for me with chasing a relationship, which I'm not as such, but I'm got a little bit of yearning going on there, and I take responsibility for that too, as I spoke to Jolene about this morning. Thank you so much, Jolene, for holding space for me this morning. I'm eternally grateful. You're never going to get what you want if you chase it, family of life. If you are blaming everyone else, I'm not getting what I want. I want piles of money. I want to be rich and all this crap. You're never going to get it. Never going to get it. I'm sorry, guys. That's just the way it is. You're never going to get it. Unless you come from a heartfelt place and you're doing for your love, for you enjoy it, your passion, then the universe will reward you. Because you're not chasing, you're doing it for genuine, pure heart intentions. I wanted to share that with you. Blaming is not where we're headed. Exactly, Jolene, that's right. Thank you. Chasing is a sign of trying to control everything. If you are trying to control external circumstances, you're not going to get very far. I allow everything to come to me, and it has over this past few weeks alone. I've seen some miraculous things unfolding for me in the last few weeks because I didn't chase it, but I put myself out there and said, well, I'm going to have a go. This is not the universe has given me an opportunity. I'm going to take it. And those opportunities come to me with grace and ease because I didn't chase it, but I asked the universe, said, this is what I want to do. I surrendered it and allowed it to flow to me, and it did. And I'll get into that another day about controlling external circumstances. You can't control the outside world, family of light. It is exactly perfect as it is, even if it seems like it's in chaos. And it is. But when you focus on yourself and go within, instead of blaming the external world for what's happening here, you're a better place to be at peace, knowing that the world is exactly as it is, the way it's unfolding the way it is. Who knows how long it's going to take? Like I said to you the other day, it could take 50 years, could take 100 years, could take 500, could take 300. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know everything. I truly don't. But what I will share with you is that I do know what I've learned through myself, and every other experience that I'm learning through myself is what I share with you. So let's get out of the victim mode and the blaming of everybody else, and let's take responsibility for ourselves here. Stand in our power and truth, integrity, honesty. Be vulnerable, be raw. But stand in your power and take no shit like Jolene was just saying. And I'll leave that with you today, guys, to ponder. And once again, I ask if you wish to share this video around so other people can see. and share. I send you my infinite peace and my blessings, grace and ease today. I love you. You're loved by the unseen presence. You are the divine fire. Stand in that divine fire and stand up and shine your light and stand in your truth of love and peace for all. Because we're here to unify. You're welcome, Jessica, and much love to you, dear sister, too, okay? It's okay. You've got this. We're all a work in progress, family of light. We're all a fucking work in progress. We're all doing the best we can. I love you all. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you, Anna, and you too. Bye for now.